dig with everyone. This one will be a quickie because I'm not sure how many of you it will appeal to. If you are living outside Ireland, I don't know if this will be the type of series that you'll be interested in, but I've been reading like four books of the series for like the last couple of weeks, and I wanted to tell you what I had been reading because that's what we're here for. So really quickly, I've been reading the Ross O'Carroll Kelly series by Paul Howard. It looks like, if you look at the book, that it's written by Ross O'Carroll Kelly, which is strategically done, by the way, but it's so funny. This book, I think, is a series of 10 or 11 at this point, and it follows the life of Ross O'Carroll Kelly, who when you first meet him is a teenager. He is very rich, his parents are very well off, he gets whatever he wants, he is a promiscuous ladies' man, and he is captain of the rugby team, which for the whole length of the 11 books, well into his 40s, he never lets go of. So you will definitely be hearing a lot about Ross and his rugby career throughout the book. Now, the reason I don't know if any of you guys, because most of you from my demographic are American, this book is very Irish people centric. It is set in Ireland, it is about Ireland, and it is about stereotypes that are in Ireland. It's set in Dublin, and if you know anything about Dublin, you will know that it's the capital city of Ireland, but it is split into two sections. It's split into north and south side, and it is separated in the middle by a river called the Liffey. And both sides of the river come with very stereotypical views. For example, the north side is kind of stereotypically seen as the poorer side, the side where there's probably a lot of drug dealers. People will fight you for your shoes. There's a very strong accent associated with the north side. Like people would be seen to be unemployed or like criminal gangland type place. People would be on social welfare. Whereas the south side stereotypes is very well off people, lots of money, big houses, private schools, mommy and daddy's probably a lawyer, there's a lot of chinos, a lot of doob shoes, yacht type crap, where in reality there is, very posh accents, D4 type of place, if you get what I mean. Probably not, that's another Irish reference, but in reality there's places of great wealth on both sides of the river. There's places of not great wealth on both sides of the river. There's all types of people in all different sections. For example, I am actually from the north side of Dublin, and I would be told that my accent is posh compared to the north side accent. So, but then again, I've been told I'm from a posh side of the river anyways. I mean, whatever. But yeah, basically the book follows really deeply into these stereotypes, and especially because Ross is quite judgmental of anyone that is not from his circle, and he is from the south side, so he really, if you are not part of the places that he thinks are good, then you're not really worth talking to. And the really interesting things about these books is when you look at them first, you might think they're filled with spelling mistakes, but the author has actually written them in the accents that are meant to be stereotypical to each side. So there's like a North Dublin accent. It's written out the way if you were to listen to it, it would sound. Same with the South, and then anyone who's from the country, the Culchies. So people from like Cork or Limerick or Wexford and Waterford, you can hear in the way they speak. And as an Irish person who obviously hears these accents on a daily basis, when I read them, I know what he's saying and I can hear it in my head, but I'm not sure if people outside of Ireland would understand. That's why I don't know if this would be one, if this was one that I should have openly reviewed, because I know that you guys, most of you are from America, but I wanted you to have the chance to know about them just in case. I know there's a lot of descendants of Irish people in America, and you might have been interested. But they're so funny. Like, they're literally, the book series is probably about 10 years old now. I've been reading them since I was about 16, and I'm 25 now. And they're just so funny, and they follow like the real life events that have happened in Ireland. So like we had this thing called the Celtic Tiger, which was meant to be when our economy was really good and everyone was super rich and could do what they want, but really the Celtic Tiger only affected people who were already super rich. But then when the Celtic Tiger broke down and recession hit Ireland, everybody was affected except the politicians, because they're robbing bastards. That's a story for another day. So yeah, it follows Ross's life going from, you know, super rich and well off to not quite so rich anymore. Still pretty rich, but he has to like downsize, and for a man who is used to living in like a massive house and getting whatever he wants, it's quite traumatic for him. But it follows his life. I think he was 40 the last time I finished a book, and it's just so funny. Like, the most ludicrous things happen to him, and he's a big ladies man, so that plays a lot into the books. And he's just so, like, he never says the right thing. He never knows when to shut up. It's absolutely hilarious. I can't really tell you much about it without giving the story away. But if you check this out, which I definitely recommend that you at least try the first one, which is called The Miseducation Years. If you do try it out and you're not from Ireland, I would love to know, especially what you think, because it's quite a phenomenon here. It has been books. I believe it started out as a news article and was so funny that he made it into books. It has been Ross's like standalone books where he talks about his guide to south side of Dublin, and it has also been a couple of plays. So it really is a big deal here, and it's so funny. Like, oh, it's just so funny. It's actually gas. The crack is mighty when you read it. I truly recommend it anyway. That's all I'm gonna say to you. This was supposed to be a quick one, and I've just rambled and probably said things like 12 times. But if you read it, let me know, and if you like it or you enjoy it or you don't understand what the F is going on at all, let me know about that too. Anyway, I'm gonna go. It's nearly 6 o'clock in the morning. I have to go to sleep. Good night. I love you. Slán agus go raibh maith for coming. And I'll see you in the next one where we can talk about a book that we won't need culture boundaries for. Bye.